What's up, guys? Steven.
Hi.
And Breach.
He woke me up at 5 a.m. to do this.
I did. We're coming at you guys with a double review. One of XMen Apocalypse, or XMen Apocalyptic Fail.
I don't think it was that big of a fail. I think that they didn't do Apocalypse justice.
Well, that's why it was an apocalyptic fail.
Right.
And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Out of the Shadows.
These will both of these reviews will contain spoilers, as could be guessed. And why is this lighting absolutely terrible?
Because
seriously, this is horrible.
Because we're in a basement.
Oh, we're just gonna keep on going though.
Yeah, we're in a basement. That's why it's terrible. We haven't seen the light of day in months.
Actually, we went outside. We went to go get pizza and go see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last night.
That is very true.
So.
But you just broke my narrative of being kidnapped.
What? What narrative was there?
I was gonna say
the only narrative here is that you woke me up at 5 a.m. and are currently have somebody standing offside the camera holding a gun to my head to try and make me do this.
I don't. I really don't. This is his house.
Yeah.
Oh, strangle him.
Save me. Send help. But yeah, X-Men Apocalypse. As I said, I don't think that they did Apocalypse justice.
Anyone who reads the comics knows that Apocalypse is a humongous villain that is just tall and
super strong
and just
scary.
You know, and he was as tall as Storm.
He was taller. He was taller than all of them.
He wasn't.
He wasn't? I thought he was.
He wasn't.
And also, he had his 4 horsemen. It was Magneto, Angel, Storm, and Psylocke.
Psylocke was a waste of a character.
I thought that, as Ian said, Psylocke was a waste of a character. They didn't do enough with Angel. He wasn't a waste. They gave him a little bit.
They gave him
but he wasn't there enough for me.
Yeah.
Storm, she had a really weird narrative for me. And then Magneto, I thought they did Magneto really well.
Oh my gosh, that scene in
that was actually really well because
in the woods. Oh,
this is the first time I've ever actually felt like emotional.
I cried.
On to a character in a movie, and I'm like,
the guy was
jazz hands.
So, in case you're wondering, what the heck we are talking about? Well, you see,
stop spinning around a pillow.
Why?
It's annoying.
It's a very informal review.
Is it? Alright.
It is. That's why you're in pajamas and I'm in underwear.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, I'm in shorts.
There was a scene where, well, at this point, Magneto, this was post
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah, where he, captured all the government leaders. So now he's living in Poland with his wife and daughter, and then he makes the mistake of using his powers. What are you doing?
You got a piece of white. You got a piece of white, and it needs to come out.
Stop.
No.
Where did we leave off?
I have no idea.
I think we're talking about Magneto.
Magneto.
Because he saved the guy. He used his powers unwisely to save the guy from the falling pot.
Like a falling metal, yeah.
Yeah, and then somebody saw it and reported it to the police because it was similar to the guy in America back in the 60s when was it 60s or 70s?
Wait, which movie? First Class or Days of Future? First Class was the 70s.
Alright. Whichever one it was where the stadium was. I can't remember which one for some reason.
Oh,
the new ones are very forgettable.
The one with the stadium was Days of Future Past moron.
Was it? What year is that? 60s?
80s.
Yeah, because this one took place 10 years later in the 90s. But yeah, so somebody reported him to the police. Police came to his house. I'm giving you the whole storyline here at this point. They go to arrest him. His daughter turns out to be like a super powerful mutant. Well, maybe not super powerful.
My theory is she's Scarlet Witch.
Well, I think she was supposed to be. But
Scarlet
Witch is still alive in the MCU, in the normal MCU.
Yeah.
So I think they're telling everybody, no, we're not going to use her in here because she's over there. They already killed Quicksilver, so we're going to keep him, which is nice because he has the greatest scene in this movie.
No, the greatest scene was the scene we're talking about right now.
I think it was a very good scene, but I like the Quicksilver scene better.
Mm.
Same with Days of Future Past. But so
Quicksilver scene in Days of Future Past was amazing.
that was really good. But basically his daughter and wife get killed by the police, and then he kills all the police with a little locket that his daughter wore, and it was actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
He then goes to murder the entire factory.
Which was hilarious because Apocalypse just walks in like.
The Apocalypse walks in. Magneto's like, "No, you can't stop me from killing these men."
And he went.
And then
Shh.
and then everybody like melts into the floor. It was actually pretty funny.
No, it was just funny.
There was like twitching arms everywhere. It's kind of creepy, but also kind of cool. Then he goes and joins Apocalypse, who boosts his power so that now he can use the metals in the earth. And then he proceeds to destroy Auschwitz.
Which, yay.
That's some actually pretty cool flashback scenes in there where it was going back to him getting separated. Yeah, getting separated back from his parents and getting stuck with the Nazi scientists.
True.
I'm
then peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Peanut.
Does that have anything to do with this?
It doesn't. I'm just craving peanut butter and I want my face.
I'm telling you the entire narrative of Magneto right now.
Yeah, Magneto was a.
He had a very cool role. Oh, actually, his role was a lot cooler in the very beginning than it was towards the end.
Yeah,
he kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, it was sad that Havoc died though.
Yeah. Alex Summers dies right before the Quicksilver scene, which is the school explodes. Quicksilver runs through and picks everybody out. I thought that was the best scene in the movie.
I don't know.
This is starting to become more of a recap than a review.
Yeah, okay. So now we have to get to the thoughts.
I thought they didn't do Apocalypse justice and Psylocke was useless. Magneto fizzled out towards the end of the movie.
Huh.
I thought Quicksilver was great throughout the whole thing. I thought that kind of narrative with him trying to figure out whether or not he wanted to tell Eric, whether or not he was his dad or not. I thought that was a pretty good narrative. Yeah. I liked the last scene where it was Jean Grey and Magneto putting the school back together.
So is Magneto a good guy now?
I think he's just not a bad guy anymore. This is the whole thing.
Like an anti-hero more or less?
Yeah, I think he's kind of going back to try and do what he did in Poland and live a normal life again.
How many times has that failed, Magneto? Just embrace your dark side.
It's kind of cool because it shows you how he has to be a bad guy because the world doesn't give him a chance to be a good guy.
Even though he's trying to be.
Yeah, he's trying to fix his life up, but people won't.
Society just keeps
won't let him.
Nope.
The Wolverine scene. The Wolverine.
Oh, that Wolverine scene. Oh.
It's not even funny. What are you doing? I think he's dying. But basically, Wolverine. It's the Weapon X facility. Wolverine gets released from his cage and goes on a murderous rampage and kills the entire facility's personnel. Then he's about to kill Jean Grey, Scott Summers, and Nightcrawler. But Jean Grey. All right.
I'm fine, thank you.
Jean Grey gives him back one of his memories, then he leaves them alone as he runs into the Canadian wilderness. What are you doing?
I was trying to push you off the couch.
Why?
Because you pushed me off the couch.
I'm busy talking.
By the way, this is totally...
that's much better. We just had it at the wrong angle. I fixed it.
If you can't tell, this is totally unscripted.
Yes.
Okay, now... Oh, wait. What would
You're like half off the screen.
I know. It's fine. I don't want to be like right here.
Alright. What were you gonna ask?
Weapon X, right.
This is 10 minutes already. We might have to split this into 2 parts. Because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has a lot to talk about. I don't know. We'll just use the rest of the time for the...
Well...
How long do we have?
Infinite.
I thought you had.
I cleared out the element.
Alright. So, yeah, Quicksilver scene was the best. He says that the Magneto's daughter and wife getting killed scene was the best.
Just because of the emotion.
The ending. I thought it was very anticlimactic.
Yeah, like, they're rebuilding. Like, really? Really?
No, I mean, like, the ending fight with Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah. No, the best Quicksilver scene in the movie was that scene where he goes...
Oh, that was cool. That was cool, where he was fighting Apocalypse, because he, like, slows down time, and he goes and beats up Apocalypse. Then Apocalypse, it's really cool, because Apocalypse, he can, like, speed up his eyesight, and he can see where he's going to be, and then it catches his leg in the ground, then he breaks his other leg.
Oof, it was
that was pretty brutal, but it was really cool.
That whole movie was very brutal. It could have been R, really.
I don't feel like it came close enough to anything to be
Although
R.
that jab about the third one is always the worst.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be about X-Men, but that was...
It was funny.
That was a little on the nose, Disney.
Basically, Nightcrawler, Cyclops, and Jean Grey.
All of which are young.
At this point. They're all new enrollees to the school. They all sneak out and go see Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Now, which, there is a reference to the Phoenix Saga somewhere in the movie.
Yeah,
I'm not going to tell you where, but if you've seen the movie, you know where it is.
Can't you say it?
Because it's the true test of a comic book fan.
It's not that hard to see.
Leave it in the comic book.
It's not hard at all to tell.
Leave it in the comments below.
They make it really easy
Leave it in
to
the
tell.
comments below.
It's like not
Leave it in
subtle
the
at
comments
all.
below.
It's actually in two places.
There's the one in the... You're tricking me.
No, there is.
Okay, screw it. Okay, there's the one scene...
Okay, we're not gonna tell you because he made me not tell you.
However, we did pause it, and I know the second one now. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Well, actually, no, the first one.
The first one.
But
Right, you just kind of gave a hint. And it was
then they take a jab at how they all agree that Star Wars Episode 6 wasn't the best of the saga. And they say it because the third one is always the worst.
That was actually a jab at Last Stand?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
So wrap this up and then move on to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or what?
Yeah, what would you rate it out of 5?
I would give it a solid 6.5.
Out of 5?
Out of 5. Oh. I give it a solid 3.5.
Agreed.
It wasn't the greatest out of. It wasn't a bad movie, but out of the new X-Men movies, it was not the best.
It was the most forgettable.
There was a lot more that they could have done because Apocalypse didn't seem to have a plan at all. He kind of just wanted Eric to rip apart all the buildings.
Which he could have just nuked the entire world.
Yeah, I mean he kind of
took
just over all the
picked up all the mutants and then just like. But whatever. Now, on to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Apocalypse, we don't suck this time.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Out of the Shadows.
I
liked it a lot better than the first one.
Yes, and I also like how Vern took credit for the...
I thought that was very funny.
By the way, what moron would believe that idiot could save the city?
Apparently, he tricked the entire city of New York.
Because
Chicago's better.
You know I like New York-style pizza.
No, Chicago style's where it's at. You admitted last night that Chicago style.
Hey, I'm just trying to start a fight on
Chicago is better than
New York. New York.
Get out of here. But yeah. So somehow Vern manages to trick the entirety of New York into thinking that he was the one who defeated Shredder. Although, they do speak many times about how that was his agreement with the Turtles, that he should take the credit so that they could remain ninja and in the shadows.
Why can't April take the credit? It's more feasible for April to save the city.
Is it really?
Yeah, really. Oh, we need to address that. Megan Fox is not April! Actually, she is kind of in the second one. But in the first one, she was not April.
I don't.
He doesn't care.
I don't.
Baxter Stockman was awesome.
I thought
Stockman was awesome.
Tyler Perry played Baxter Stockman. He looked exactly like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
He really did.
He seemed like this. He seemed like the nerdiest, least. He seemed like
the most awkward person.
He seemed like how Neil deGrasse Tyson would be if he wasn't famous.
Very true.
And he's like super insanely nerdy. He's like more. It's really funny though.
It is.
Does your boyfriend know the difference between pi to the third digit and pi to the 15?
It's like, really, idiot. Like, okay.
It's he's comic relief.
But I just feel so.
He's villainous comic relief along with Bebop and Rocksteady, who I think stole the show.
Yeah.
They were great.
I didn't like Krang. I didn't like Casey Jones. He felt like he felt more like
He didn't do
Arrow.
enough. He didn't do enough.
Fun fact: Stephen Amell, the same guy who plays Casey Jones, plays the Green Arrow. So I just associate him more with the Green Arrow.
You're falling off the screen.
I don't care. I'm
Seriously?
tired.
Alright.
That was a joke.
Um.
I'm Jabba the Slava.
Marisa.
Jabba the Slava? Come on, that was funny.
Not really.
That was clever, YouTube audience, and you know it.
Not really. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that.
How dare you? You know all my jokes are clever.
No, they're not.
Yes.
I've spent the last 3 days with you, and I've known you since you were born.
Same here, and you're not as funny as you think you are.
I'm not, and you're not nearly as funny as you think you are. Either.
No, see, the thing about me is I am as funny as I think I am. You're just terrible.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to push you off.
You're a failure. Get out of here. I will roll you off this couch.
Okay,
You need to pull up your pants, by the way. He doesn't wear any underwear for some reason.
Yes, I am. Get off me.
I can clearly see that you're not. Luckily he wears pants. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, though. Bebop and Rocksteady, I thought the jungle scene was great where they crashed into the river after they were on the plane. I thought that was great. His one flaw with the movie, he said that the physics were all great, except for that you can't fly a plane without the back of the plane.
Well, you can't.
Because all the physics in the movie was great.
You can't.
It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
Well, chemistry and physics are two different things.
No, you said physics, not chemistry!
Well, I mean, the physics are accurate.
No, they're not!
Yes, it's the chemistry that's not
Okay,
accurate.
you can rocket board up a
Yes.
circular thing
Yes.
to grab a
Yes.
pylon.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
get out of here.
Yes. Yes, you can. Look it out.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to push you off.
No,
like,
you're doing it. You can't.
it's comic relief, man.
It's not.
Go
It's
with
annoying.
it. It's comic relief. It's a running joke. Just go with it.
But flip your pants. What was I saying? Bebop and Rocksteady, they get a tank, and Rocksteady thinks it would be a good idea to fire a high caliber machine gun inside of a plane, which is, in case you don't know, barely any metal as the casing. Or it's not even metal, most of them nowadays.
See what I mean? Accurate physics. Now, get off my couch.
This isn't even your house.
Get off the couch. Okay.
Alright.
Oh.
Now, you're distracting me. I can't even review this anymore.
Okay, alright, enough with the comic relief. On with the review.
It wasn't even comic relief. It was just you trying to push me off a couch and failing.
It's called a running joke. Get with the
What was your favorite part?
the train fight, the same as you.
I don't.
Shredder was so.
I feel like Krang was underused to his full potential.
And Krang was weird because Shredder. No, Krang is less powerful than Shredder. Shredder is over Krang. It's like rock paper scissors. You don't ruin rock paper scissors.
I just feel like Krang was underused. I feel like there's a lot more that they could have done with him.
Agreed.
And especially because it was a Michael Bay movie, I felt that there weren't a lot of explosions for a Michael Bay movie.
Well, it was only produced by Michael Bay, not directed. Alright, well, seeing as how my phone is about to run out of memory.
Is it?
It is.
How can you tell?
Because I say it is. So, plus there's not much. Oh, there is one more thing to talk about.
What?
That scene where they're at the basketball game and Mikey, being
Oh.
Mikey, just grabs the pizza.
I thought that was great. I thought that was actually pretty funny.
That was.
Especially when the basketball player. I don't know.
Wait, there's
I don't know.
pizza.
I don't know anything
There's
about basketball.
Pizza
So I
on
don't
my
know the
shoe,
guy's
dog.
name.
He's a football person. Football and Star Wars.
I thought.
I mean, just hang on. Just look at that. He's 14 years old. Just look at
I'm
that.
15. That's
Okay,
my
but-
little sister's.
No, it's not.
Actually, not even mine.
You don't
What are
even.
you doing? You're just like pointing it at your crotch. It's really weird.